Okay, so I'm going to remake this video because the first one came out shit. If you use Dailybooth, then you probably got sent the email from them saying something like this. Dear username. Well, I should actually read it. Dear username, a picture a day every day. Dailybooth was launched based on that simple idea. We never could have imagined what it would become more than 3 years later. And then blah 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 blah. Regrettably, this email comes with unfortunate news. Dailybooth is shutting down. And at that point, I started to smile and laugh, because I was both surprised and happy that Dailybooth decided to close down. Why am I surprised? Well, I never thought that a website would just cease to exist. I don't know, that's just me. On Wednesday, November 14th, the website will no longer allow you to add new content. Well, today is November the 14th, and I uploaded a photo. But oh, hang on, I live in New Zealand, the future, where we're a day ahead of most of the United States, so whatever. And then from this point on, you'll be able to download your photos until 31st of December, blah blah blah, which I've already done, by the way. And then they give you instructions how to download your photos, and then yeah. So basically, from this email, I was both happy and surprised. I already said why I was surprised, but why am I happy that Dailybooth is shutting down? Well, for starters, at the end of last year and pretty much half of this year, Dailybooth was full of spam. A lot of spam. If you know how Dailybooth works, then it's like Twitter, except there's a live news feed of everyone in the world who uses Dailybooth. So photos will scroll down, and you'll see their photos. But this news feed was subject to a lot of spam. A lot of spam. At one point, that was pretty much all the news feed was full of, just spam photographs of just, I don't know, nothing that made sense. So that's one reason why I started to dislike Dailybooth. The next reason is that Dailybooth didn't have a cap on how many words you could write in a description for a photograph. So for example, on that timeline, newsfeed, time feed, whatever, you could have a photograph, which is here. You could have a description that would go all the way down here. So if you had a photograph, which maybe is like photograph with one sentence, and then the next photo above you has one photograph and really long comment, you'll have your photograph pushed all the way down to the bottom, and that photograph will just take all the space. That was just stupid in my opinion, because, well, it's a little unfair. You kind of want your photo to be visible to people you don't know. You know, that's what Dailybooth is. You share your photos with people around the world, and they can't really do that if their photos are being constantly pushed down the newsfeed because of some stupid long description by some idiot who writes something that no one really gives a shit about. That's the second reason why I thought Dailybooth was getting shit. And the third reason was that people I cared about stopped using Dailybooth, and people I could care less about kept using Dailybooth. And when I took my final photograph on Dailybooth today, I received a few comments, most of which sum up what I think of Dailybooth in 2012. 3 comments that I received were pretty much self-promoting spam comments. I don't know what getmerated.com/Dailybooth is, and I could care less about some person's Tumblr account. At least someone left me a normal comment saying, why am I happy? I responded to that comment saying that the above comment explained why this site is so full of spam and incredibly buggy. And that's reason number 3 as to why I disliked Dailybooth. Sometimes the website would just refuse to load. Like, I would click on Dailybooth to actually use the website, and nothing would load. Hit the refresh, nothing would load. And then eventually it would actually work. So, what's wrong? It would just not load? I don't know, it's just And sometimes when I used to scroll back through my photos up to and over a year or 2 years ago even, little thumbnails of your photographs, of my photographs at least, would just not load. I don't know why, it just wouldn't load. At least they sort of fixed that problem. I would know because I checked today. There's one last thing that I noticed about Dailybooth, and it's very apparent, especially today, that a lot of people on Dailybooth are very, well, they're attention whores. They really are into their self-promotion. Add me on Tumblr, Twitter, all these other accounts I'm pretty sure no one gives a shit about. But that's just Dailybooth in general. And the comments on my one photograph explain that. They're just attention-seeking, spamming people who just want people to follow them. And these are the reasons why I am happy that Dailybooth is shutting down. So I'm going to end this video here. Dailybooth is closing down today. Yes! Okay, cool. See ya.